The side has been in anything like sparkling form recently. Dundee last won at home 2 months ago, and United had won only one of their last 10 games. Rob McLean is the commentator at Dens Park.
If you're looking for an unchanged Dundee after their midweek win at Tynecastle, think again. In come Eddie Anand, Jim McInally and Sean McSkimming as Jockey Scott shuffles the pack. Coyne, Faulkner and Robertson bolsters the midfield alongside McSkimming. Recent arrival Stephen Tweed links up with Brian Irvine and Robbie Rayside in central defence. Barry Smith, who started the season as sweeper, is now right wing back. Darius Adamchuk says there's only a 1 in 10 chance of him staying with Dundee, which is a shame for the Dens Parkers because he's been a star turn. The rivals from across the road make 3 changes as well. Sieb Dijkstra gets back the goalkeeper's jersey from Alan Coombe. Also back in is Kjell Olofsson, and teenage striker Stephen Thompson gets a chance to start. Eric Pedersen has flew, Alex Mathy is on the bench. Here's how United will line up. Thompson and Billy Dodds are the main strike threat, supported by Olofsson, with Joe Miller the supply man. With Darren Patterson out, it's Neil Duffy in central defence, alongside Jason DeVos, 25 today. Behind them, Sieb Dijkstra gets a recall in goals. United reckon they could be under aerial attack here, and they want Dijkstra to dominate under the high ball. The referee at Dens Park is Stuart Dougal. Dundee start the 101st Tayside derby, and if you'd have told them at the start of the season that at this stage they would be 4 points ahead of their city rivals and third from bottom of the Premier League, they'd have grabbed it with both hands. Pasquale for United. Craig Easton has it. Now Jason DeVos, too strong for Thompson. Collected by Rob Douglas. Long ball from Tweed, cut out by Duffy. Adamchuk, Grady's touch for McSkimming. Underneath it, Joe Miller. He's lost it though. McSkimming again. Good run by Sharp. United under pressure. Good ball from McInally. Beyond Pasquale and triggering that Dundee attack. Not happy, Paul Sturrock, with only 1 win in United's last 10 matches. Altogether happier in the other dugout. Jockey Scott as Dundee stack up the points, aiming for survival. Brian Irvine won the header. Tony Moles asking a lot of Joe Miller, giving pursuit, getting in behind Sharp. Neat change of direction, and a good ball in. Stephen Tweed got his head to it, and Dundee force it clear. That was good play though from Joe Miller. Trickery on the right hand side. Good quality on the ball into the box again. Chested down by Anand for his strike partner James Grady, holding it up cleverly for Adamchuk. Smith is with him. Neat ball into the box, but nobody was on the same wavelength then as Darius Adamchuk. It was an enticing ball, but it was Dijkstra's. Played it between Malpass and Moles. The box goes Kjell Olofsson, watched closely by Robbie Rayside. DeVos up to beat the header, and Jason DeVos not far away. Wasn't a great challenge on him here from a Dundee point of view. DeVos might well have done better with the header, didn't put it on target. Through the middle from Smith. DeVos, and again. Craig Easton squeezed the pass away to Joe Miller. Thompson against Tweed. Again, DeVos makes an appearance in the Dundee penalty area, taking up a near post position for Olofsson's throw. Tweed though won the header. Clearance completed by Adamczyk. Eddie Anand was looking for a free kick against Pasquale, didn't get it. In from Olofsson, Billy Dodds, second chance! Superb from Dodds! 10 minutes gone! Dundee United have the lead. And that is top-class finishing from Billy Dodds. Fortunate to get the second attempt, you might say. But that was a blistering and unstoppable shot. Robert Douglas would barely have seen this. Billy Dodds, 8th goal for Dundee United, +3 for Aberdeen, makes 11 for the season. And that's hot. In pursuit, Stephen Thompson. Looking for a free kick against the Brian Irvine challenge. Free kick given. Duffy and DeVos. Thompson all possible targets. It was a dangerous delivery on the free kick. Flew across the area. Stephen Tweed got just a touch. Olofsson's throw. Won by Duffy. Collected by Douglas. James Grady beaten to it by Bernard Pasquale. A happy start for Paul Sturrock and Dundee United. Grady has it. Trying to thread through the pass for Adamczyk. Robbie Ray side. Now Barry Smith. First time in from Stephen Tweed. Waiting, Sean McSkimming. Shot charged down. Did well though to win it back for Barry Smith. It's curling away from Dykstra. Posted missing. And Dundee screaming at referee Stuart Dougal that that was a pass into the hands of their own goalkeeper and should have been a free kick. But Dykstra was in big trouble there. Jason DeVos climbing above Eddie Anand, who's taken a blow on the back of the head. A push by Rayside on Dodds, free kick. Neil Duffy's free kick, headed on by Thompson. Stephen Thompson gets it back and scores! Deflected in! Thompson makes it 2 for United with 16 minutes gone. It's a great start to 1999 for Sturrock and United. 2 up. Firstly, Thompson knocked on the free kick when it was chested back down to took a cruel deflection from Robert Douglas's point of view, and the angle which shows that it was Brian Irvine whose touch took the ball away from Douglas. Up comes Siep Dykstra, well taken, and quickly delivered for Thompson. Neat touch. He's away from Brian Irvine. He's got pace, Thompson. Gets to the byline. Billy Dodds got a touch to control it, but Joe Miller can't keep that in. Joe Miller couldn't quite make it, but what a great run that was by Stephen Thompson. Well, might he be puffing, because that was a long run, and he always had the edge on Irvine. Dangerous cutback, and United couldn't make much of it. Rayside on the ball. Finds its way through to Eddie Anand. That's a good pass for Lee Sharp. And Barry Smith could make nothing of it at the far post. He'll be disappointed with that, the Dundee skipper. This was well set up. Shot was well found by Anand. Early ball in. Looking along the line as Sieb Dijkstra clears. Drop in for Olofsson, who's outnumbered here. And Adamczyk has it. Huge dribble taken out of Dens Park with that sliding tackle. In from Smith for Grady. Now Eddie Anand. And it's Sean McSkimming who got the final touch. Dundee are back in business. 29 minutes gone. And finally the Dundee fans have something to shout about. Knocked down for Eddie Anand. He managed to squeeze the shot past Dijkstra, and then in came McSkimming before Dundee United could get the ball away. It was Grady's touch. Anand stretching to get the ball through Dijkstra's legs. It took a touch off the goalkeeper as well. First there before Pasquale almost McSkimming. And that is Sean McSkimming's first goal for Dundee. And he doesn't look it, but he's a whole lot happier, Jockey Scott. Cleared by McSkimming. Held up by James Grady, good touch as well for Adamczyk. Flicks it beyond Malpass. Out comes Sieb Dijkstra. This could be dangerous for United. And it's cool play from Malpass, giving his goalkeeper time to get back in to go. Joe Miller for Billy Dodds, well controlled. It's a good run from Dodds. Robert Douglas, good handling to deal with this dangerous looking ball into the box, which took a touch off the knee of Robbie Rayside. Irvine with Rayside alongside him. Billy Dodds sprinted across to get there. Good work from him. And a counter attack from United. Olofsson's on his own. Free kick, fouled by Stephen Tweed. Well, there's no mistaking that shout from Robert Douglas, getting things lined up in front of him. Sean McSkimming is communicating. Eddie Anand and Darius Adamczyk on the wall as well. Struck by Olofsson, bounced through a couple of times, and somehow Robert Douglas escapes. I think it was Tweed who made that clearance, which prevented Dundee from going 3-1 down. Billy Dodds so close to knocking in this rebound. He was first there when Robert Douglas fumbled Olofsson's shot, and it was Robbie Rayside who managed to wrestle the ball clear before Stephen Tweed hammered the ball out of the area. More defending for Dundee to do. Anand's head flick, chasing it himself, good pace to get away from Malpass, in towards Grady. James Grady grounded in the penalty box, looking up optimistically, but we never see much chance here of a penalty. A good ball played in by Anand. Stuart Dougal has been looking at his watch, and now the half-time whistle goes. A highly entertaining Tayside derby, deadlock broken after 10 minutes by Billy Dodds. Ball played in by Kjell Olofsson. Billy Dodds took one touch to get the ball under control. The second was absolutely venomous, and his shot flew beyond Robert Douglas and into the top corner. It was 1-0 United. It was 2-0 following a free kick. Stephen Thompson twice involved, and his shot took a touch off Brian Irvin's head, and a sigh of relief from Paul Sturrock, watching his team going 2-0 up. Back came Dundee. They showed a lot of spirit. Eddie Annand involved in the build-up to the goal, which made it 2-1, and it was Sean McSkimming who scored his first goal for Dundee. Half-time at Dens Park. It's Dundee 1, Dundee United 2. Dundee United restart the match, chasing only their second win in 11 matches. But still a bit of work to be done before they'll feel safe against Dundee. That Sean McSkimming goal breathed new life into the home team. Paul Sturrock will be well aware that United came here earlier in the season, went 2 up, and had to settle for a 2-all draw in the end. Tony Moles. It's a good ball from Lee Sharp, and a foul surely on Eddie Annand by Jason DeVos as the Dundee striker sprinted through the middle. The big debate at this point is who is the last man. The Dundee players around Stuart Dougal, they want to have their say. Maurice Malpass wants to have words as well. Yellow card for DeVos. This wasn't a clear goal-scoring opportunity, which would have meant a red card, but a booking for DeVos. That foul on Annand, and a free kick. Moles, Easton, Olofsson, Miller, Dodds, all in the picture defending this. Taken by McInally, in from Sharp. Back in again from Barry Smith, and a chance for Irvin. Irvin had a real chance there. Credit to Sieb Dijkstra for the challenge he put in. This was lofted over the top by Smith, a late run by Irvin. First touch wasn't good, second knocked the ball over the bar. But Irvin must have been looking at Sieb Dijkstra out of the corner of his eye. The goalkeeper put in an important challenge here. Stephen Tweed waiting patiently to get the ball. Now Adamchuk. Olofsson doing the defending, but it's turned back for Sean McSkimming. Didn't really make much of that, Sean McSkimming. He had some room, he knows it. He's disappointed. And he couldn't have at least forced Dijkstra into a save. Eddie Annand won the header. Poor distribution from DeVos, straight to Barry Smith. Adamchuk heading through the middle. Eddie Annand couldn't get the shot in. That was well defended by Dundee United. They got there when it mattered most. Eddie Annand knows this was close. Grady battling for possession against Neil Duffy. The tackle's flying in now. Little nudge there from Grady that looked to keep away Duffy. And then the retaliatory tackle from the Dundee United defender. A lot of movement in the penalty area. To an own goal, Jason DeVos on his 25th birthday. Wouldn't have had much to celebrate had this flown into the back of the net. As it was, it clipped the top of the crossbar. Skimming's corner kick. Left by Adamchuk. First Barry Smith. Long ball into the box. Out came Dijkstra. Was he fouled? Yes, he was. Free kick given. He certainly didn't get good hands to this. The foul given against Tweed, I think, for backing into the goalkeeper. Good play from Tweed. Adamchuk. Grady. Sliced the shot wide. Disappointed with himself. It was well built up, involving Smith. Adamchuk. Shot off target. Sturrock not happy about the way that was defended. Could well have been 2-2. That's where I wanted it to go. First touch for Magnus Skuldmark. To the feet of Dodds. Some room here for Pasquale. Nobody near him. And what a goal by Kjell Olofsson. 8 yards of room. Wasn't picked up. Paul Sturrock looks absolutely furious. Not sure why. Because his team are now 3-1 up. Dundee guilty of not getting to Pasquale here. Loads of time to eye up the cross. And when Smith's header dropped to Olofsson, he buried the shot behind Robert Douglas. Only Kjell Olofsson's 3rd goal of the season. Disappointing haul for him so far. But that was a beauty, and it's 3-1. Stephen Tweed's pass for Faulkner, got the flick, gets it back from Grady. The shot charged down. Back in from McInally. Put it away by Duffy. Dodd's pass found its way through to Skuldmark. Skimming, won it back and then lost it. Miller and Pasquale together. It's a good run from Joe Miller. Oh, that's superb. Saved by Douglas. Joe Miller at his absolute best there. Back in from Olofsson. The danger not over yet for Dundee. Grady did well to win back possession. Now McSkimming trying to get beyond DeVos. They took a touch, corner kick. And Joe Miller so close a moment ago to making it 4-1 for United. Terrific run, beating Brian Irvin, and then Rayside. Good goalkeeping by Douglas. Willie Faulkner losing out. A neat touch from Miller for Skuldmark. Olofsson on the run. It's a good run by Kjell Olofsson and good goalkeeping by Robert Douglas. Olofsson had the pace there to get away from Tweed. The goalkeeper read this well. Poor pass from Tweed. Straight at Morris Malpass and a good flick from Olofsson. What can Kjell Olofsson carve out here? Waiting his moment. That's for Joe Miller. What a chance that was for Miller. Misjudging the cross. When he looked a real certainty to bury a header behind Douglas and make it 4-1. Dodd's flick for Skuldmark. Miller, chance to atone for that miss. Headed behind by Rayside. Joe Miller not renowned for his aerial power, but this really was on a plate for him from Olofsson, right in front of goal. No marker. In from Miller. DeVos couldn't get there. Irvin did. quickly back from Easton to Miller. Tempting ball in, Billy Dodd's almost there. Cleared by Irvine, so close to his second goal of the game. Dodds. It's an intelligent ball this from Miller, played in at the near post, out came Douglas, and all it needed was a touch from Dodds. .90 seconds of stoppage time played. Billy Dodd's offside. Flew off the top of the head of Jason DeVos. Lofted in by Faulkner. Grady's flick. And way over the top from Barry Smith. The final whistle goes, and Paul Sturrock can celebrate only United's second win in 11 matches, a badly needed win, and no win gives them greater pleasure than in the Tayside derby. It's a happy new year for Shell Olofsson and for all these Dundee United players. 1998 was often miserable for them, but this is a sweet victory. And Olofsson's goal, the clincher in the second half, came after a spell in which Dundee had looked as if they had a great appetite to equalise. But Olofsson's goal finally killed it off. United's first win in the Tayside derby this season. The final score at Dens Park: Dundee 1, Dundee United 3.
Jockey, a disappointing start to 99.
Yeah, it is. We were confident going into the game. Unfortunately, we gave them too much, giving them 2 goals at a start. The goals we lost today were poor goals, really, to lose. And we gave ourselves an uphill battle. But in saying that, we came back very well in the first half and scored through Sean McSkimming. And when they scored the third one, it was totally against the run of play.
Paul, that's a happy new year for you.
Well, I think it's a happy new year for the fans. They've been bitterly disappointed with the performance of this club over the whole year. We've let them down, the last 2 or 3 games with bad results and poor performances. And I just told the players today this was payback time, and hopefully we can start the year as we have and go on from there.
How big a game was that for your team?
Huge, the biggest game I've been involved in since I've got here. The gap would have developed. It could have been that we'd finished up well off the pace, and it made really making it a 2-horse race at the bottom. And I did feel that it was imperative. That there was a lot of pressure on those players, and it definitely showed in the second half, I think.
What about the first goal? That was a good one.
Was a left footer for me, no like me. I remember running front post. I think it was Big Shell that whipped in across, and I think the defender blocked it, and I just turned it was sitting there and I walloped it, and it just flew in.
A wallop.
A wallop.
But looking for a good 1999, obviously for the team and for the supporters, because 1998 for the club has been pretty miserable.
Yeah, it has. It's the same. It's not a sob story, but I think we need a wee bit of luck, and we got that a wee bit today, and because we've not been carrying that, and I think if we get a wee bit of luck and knuckle down and work hard, I think we'll have a better 99.
We will invest in areas in the team that basically need strengthened. As I've said, I will not be rushed on the matter because I want the right people for the jobs, but there is obviously crying gaps in selection in certain departments, and as I said, we will try and clear that up over the next 4 or 5 weeks.
It's always disappointing to be the losing side in a derby match, but I guess you've got to look at the big picture, and the run of results so far in the Premier League have been good for you.
Well, we've done okay. A lot better than a lot of people thought we would do and expected us to do. But that was disappointing because we had an opportunity the other day to open up a big gap between ourselves and the bottom 2. We didn't do that, so when we come back for the break, it's going to be difficult again.
Well, Paul Sturrock certainly wasn't pulling any punches about the importance of that win for United. Jockey Scott and the Dundee fans won't agree, fellas, but I found it quite an entertaining and an interesting game, God.
It was an entertaining game. I think Dundee United did the better of the early exchanges, and they got themselves 2-0 up during that period. But then Dundee completely took over the game. I felt that they deserved to get something from the game. I've been saying recently that Dundee United have been unlucky. They've not really been getting the breaks, and the matches they've played today they got all the breaks because really Dundee possibly should have won the game, but at least they deserved it was a draw.
We've seen it so often, Murdo, a team getting a pounding and then going on the counter and getting a goal which kills the game off.
Well, that's right. The team Dundee were pushing forward to go and get the equaliser, and it always happens that one side's got them hemmed in. It just takes one ball down the side, and it finished off. It was a good winner.
Well, let's see that goal. In fact, let's see all 4 of them now then. And the first of them, Billy Dodge's walloper. Let's hear about that one, Gordon.
Well, the ball's cleared out, and it's a strong tackle here. I think it's Pascal just gets a challenge in there. It might have been a foul, but he delivers a good ball out wide. You can see here that Stephen Tweed just stops Olofsson going down the wide area. Billy Dodds comes into it and he turns and he does brilliant to put that in. But Olofsson really just delivers a good ball in his right foot. Brian Irvin's marking Billy Dodds here. Doesn't quite get a good enough touch on it. It stays in. I mean, the goalkeeper could probably slightly be blamed because he's reading, I think, the ball coming across goal. Billy Dodds does brilliant to put that in.
Yes, again, Dundee United keeping Dundee under pressure. Stevie Thompson, that was his initial header. And I think the ball was going well wide there, but Brian Irvin a wee bit unfortunate. The ball's hit off his head. But you see here, Thompson's good jump. And just to back it up, edge of the box, a wee bit unfortunate, no chance for the goalkeeper.
Going nowhere, is it?
Yeah.
Bit unlucky there, but then Dundee came back, and criticism of the goalkeeper here, Gordon? You don't think so, do you?
I don't really think so. I think Dundee were pushing strong at this point. They certainly had control of the midfield. A few challenges in there, McInally, Adamcha all getting involved there. Barry Smith delivers the ball in. Little Grady, just a nice little touch. He's trying to find Annan. It comes off Duffy. Annan managed to get across goal, but good reactions with Sean McSkim. He's come all the way out of centre midfield there, and before little James Grady can get in there, he's in. It's hit DeVos, then it's hit Duffy, and you can see, but Annan's quick. He's on to it. He flashed it across goal. I don't think that Steve Dykes had much chance. He's closed off the area, the angle as well, and it's just coming through his legs. And Sean McSkim, good little touch on his right foot.
And then the goal which did kill it off, brilliantly taken, wasn't it?
Yeah, good move, good ball up to the strikers. But again, I felt the Dundee defence will not be too happy here. A good ball into the box, but Pascal's come up the right hand side. Instead of someone closing him down to a couple of yards, look, he's had all the time in the world, flighted the ball in, kind of half header out, but a good finish. Olofsson, good first touch, banged the ball into the corner. But the Dundee defenders, if they'd put Pascal in here, if he was under more pressure, he wouldn't be able to pick out the cross here.
Olofsson sets himself well though, isn't he? He's on the back foot here.
Well, he's just dropped away from the big boys at the back post, hoping for a wee header out into his area. A good touch and then a good finish.
So 3-1 it finishes for United. One interesting talking point is the booking of DeVos, Gordon, which may well have been a sending off in another game with another referee.
Yeah, I mean, it's how you interpret it. At the time I thought it was an odd and off, because I thought he was last man, but when you see the pictures again, as it's delivered forward in behind, Annan's on his way, he's very quick, but the ball's delivered over and DeVos just catches his arm. I think he thought at one stage he might be going off, tugs his arm a little bit there, he goes down, but you can see Duffy is goal side of him, which means I think interpretation of the law, you could say that he wasn't last man, but it still is stopping a goal scoring opportunity. I think Annan might have got there. Yeah,
I mean that to me is the grey area, Murdo, isn't it? He's denying him a clear goal scoring opportunity, albeit it's 20 yards out.
Well, it's possibly turned the whole match if he gets through and scores, and then the game's all changed, but the player stays on the park. And then you've got to look at it's a goal scoring opportunity. Duffy was getting across, but then you're saying Annan was still going to get in.
Important win, as I've said several times now, for Dundee United. They must almost now not be looking for the midwinter break because they feel that they've got the win that they've possibly deserved over the last few weeks and they want to build on that.
Well, I've seen them twice in the last week against Celtic and then Rangers. They battled hard in both the matches and came away with nothing. This game today, as Gordon said earlier on, they were fortunate. No, they were 2-0 up. Fortunate that Dundee didn't come back into the game. They're away with 3 points, so maybe it's a good time for the break, for all the players to settle away. No football for a few weeks. They get everything organised, give Paul Sturrock a wee chance, and then they'll go and look forward to after they've been rested.
And Dundee, what can they look forward to the rest of the season? I think they're probably still going to be down around the basement area.
I think they've had a good first half of the league, to be honest with you, but I think they were really disappointed with today's result because that could have put the league, they put their position 7 points clear of United.
With a game in hand.
Yeah, 10 points clear of Dunfermline. I think they've been looking good and they'll be really disappointed not to take the points.
OK, well now the best of two more of taking a point from today's goalless draw at Dunfermline. That's the Fifers' 12th draw in 22 matches, only 2 of which have been won. They're now 4 points adrift at the foot of the table as Dundee United now close to within a point of their city rival.